Hey everyone, welcome back. Um, I had a nice weekend off. I'm just gonna go and say it. And I don't usually do like just chatting a lot because I'm not really good at conversation keeping, but I feel like I have enough to at least hold on for like 20 minutes or 10 minutes, I guess. So that's not a lot of time, but this is a very eventful weekend for me, and I guess I just want to talk about it, and also something else that also is drudged up and is not look and is looking and is in a very negative light because rightfully so. And if you might know what I'm talking about, you probably don't, but I'll get to it soon. So uh. I will say honestly, Friday wasn't that eventful. It was really the eventful stuff happening Saturday, the weekend. But I guess so. On Friday, I did beat the Black Ops 7 campaign with Moss, and yeah, genuinely, that campaign might be the worst one, like the worst COD campaign we've ever gotten. There's some good gameplay parts about it, but oh my god, the story is actually so bad. So it's about and also it's a kind of continuation for Black Ops 6's campaign, where the Cradle basically comes back after many years away, and then you're in a squadron of four trying to get it out, basically trying to cancel it from dredging up again. Which honestly, you're unsuccessful because it's successfully corroded in Avalon, and that's uh that's basically what happened. You don't even kill the fucking villain of the story, being this lady named Kagan, who honestly just sucks in every, literally was such an unenjoyable presence, and not even like, not in the fact that she's like, oh, get out of here. She genuinely sucks as a villain. And like the fucking campaign too is so much shorter than it should be. But honestly, that is kind of a better. I guess it is for the better. But oh my god, it's so bad. However, it does bring me to another point, which honestly, there's once you pretty much complete the campaign, you're practically greenlit to go into endgame. Endgame is accessible no matter what, but I beat the campaign first because it probably wouldn't make a lot of sense if I just went into endgame first then did campaign. But endgame is genuinely a really fun game mode. I'm genuinely having a good time playing it. If you played Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, you probably will know what's going on, but it's basically a mix of that. It's PvE. There's a lot of um special things you can do around the map. One of which is go and kill raid bosses. There's two right now. There's one of which is a giant robot from Origins, and then the other one is literally just the Z-Rex from BO6's Shattered Veil. Both of the Origins robot is honestly kind of confusing. I don't really know how to kill that thing, but the Z-Rex is definitely more killable. But it is not an easy feat to kill. It's really hard. I just realized I'm not. There we go. Feel a lot better if I was on this screen where you could see me. My crystal's a bit better, but whatever. But yeah, in the end, the campaign sucks, but endgame is genuinely pretty good. And also, you might be wondering, I did say in earlier streams that I'm done with Call of Duty, but considering that Moth did buy Black Ops 7 on discount, and we have the Xbox share thing going on, I practically might as well join along because, well, I technically own the Call of Duty now, so yeah. I will definitely check out the zombies, and I have no interest in multiplayer. I never really liked multiplayer. Like, sure, like, I do play games that are huge games with very competitive multiplayers, but the hell with that. But yeah, I think that's really it I want to talk about for Black Ops 7. Season 1 has started and they did release a new map recently, Astro Malorum. Definitely got to check that out soon. But yeah. And now Saturday is when the true stuff happened, which I'm gonna go ahead and say this because Saturday was all about FNAF 2, the FNAF 2 movie. I'm gonna go ahead and just to make sure, I want to make sure this is very known because I want to talk because I got to watch Five Nights at Freddy's 2 over the weekend and I got a lot. I'm gonna talk about it here, but I gotta tell you, I liked it, but not as much. But not as much as the first. Like genuinely, personally, I prefer the first movie over the second one. After watching it, and literally, and I actually did see a tweet about this today that FNAF 2 is just basically Security Breach right now. Water. A lot of people really love it, and then there's a lot of people that really hate it. I kind of falter in between, honestly. I did enjoy my time with the movie. There was a lot of good stuff, but oh my god. I would say there's a lot of bad stuff, but there's really only one bad thing that truly, and when I mean truly dragged it down, it do drag it down. So, I guess I'll go ahead and go into what I liked about the movie first, which there was a good amount. First up, biggest thing being the new slew of animatronics. They all look really good from mostly everything. I'm saying mostly everything because there's a few things about the animatronics that I'm kind of questioning. So there's really, in reality, there were 7 huge animatronics in the movie. One of which was in the post-credit sequence, and I'll get to them soon. So you got Toy Chica, Freddy, Bonnie, and Mangle, all of which, honestly, there were. Toy Chica did actually have a lot of show time compared to the others. And now here I go, trying to struggle for words, but I will say the toy animatronics was definitely a strong suit of the movie. Just due to the fact of how they were able to like do a lot of interactions around the world, because like the biggest thing about this movie, like that sets it off, is the fact that Abby Abby took back in the original FNAF location. There was this fast talker that Abby took home, and it soon enough talked to her and brought her to the first ever location, in which Toy Chica decides to. In which and everyone inside, the puppet. By the way, that's another thing. The marionette plus the puppet is also a big thing in the movie, and very interesting to say the least. And also, the puppet was a big part of the opening. Which I probably should jump to the opening because, holy shit, the opening was genuinely perfect. Like, it was one of the best ways to open up the movie. And from Act 1 of it to Act 2 to Act 3, like, everything was perfect. And it ending it ends with the opening ends with, I'm pretty sure it's Charlotte. But once Charlotte comes, Charlotte dies in the opening, and one thing that she was waiting for was the puppet to come out of this opening pit in the middle of the stage. However, there was a child that gets taken in by the yellow rabbit, which I presumed was dead because the way they were hunched over, I thought the child was dead, but Charlotte goes in, grabs the child, trying to escape, but Yellow Rabbit catches up and actually successfully saves the child. But in doing that, she actually died herself through 3 stab wounds on her back, and she literally died center stage on that platform, which opened up, and the marionette rose out with dead Charlotte in her arms, staring amongst everyone. And then it cuts to the pixelated opening sequence, which was fucking perfect. And like, dude, oh my god, the Newton brothers absolutely did so well in the opening music again, for the opening credit scene. Like, I genuinely got so excited at the opening scene for FNAF 1 with like the security guard dying and then cutting to the opening with the Newton brothers track over it. Like, that was fucking incredible. And this did it absolute justice as well. 2 amazing openings for FNAF now. Now I can finally kind of go into the animatronics again, because yeah, they did a lot more. Honestly, the toy animatronics did a lot more and a lot less than expected. Honestly, that's a kind of a weird way to put it, but let me explain. So, another thing that I also liked about it was that Mike Schmidt, we actually got to see Mike technically play Five Nights at Freddy's 2. It didn't last for very long, unfortunately, but it was indeed. They did indeed have a FNAF 2 sequence where Mike was trying to figure out how to disable the animatronics, walking free through, literally free in the neighborhood of Mike and Vanessa and all that. And it's not like a 6-8. It didn't like happen at 6 a.m. Like, once he shut down, we thought it was over, but all the animatronics went through another signal, because it used to be, I don't remember who, but I'm pretty sure it was Marionette, but soon enough Toy Chica. You see, this is why I'm bad at reviewing movies, but because I go from one end to another end without concluding stuff. But yeah, the outside sequence really, honestly, was really nice, because we only saw the animatronics in the first movie. We only really saw them thrive in the pizzeria, and it was all of them, and it was basically just them bonding with Abby, which a lot of people I could definitely see complaining about. But honestly, I feel like that was necessary, because someone said it best, but it helped gain the trust of Abby. So when the time struck to make them one of them, they had all the trust that they needed to make that happen. So Abby wouldn't like back down or anything like that. Back on the toy animatronics, which honestly were which as I said, they're definitely a lot more threatening, because we actually got to see them walk around, and I mainly focused on Toy Chica here, because here's the thing: Toy Chica and the puppet were like the main animatronics in the movie. And get you out of here. And can't keep trying to think, but it was. But yeah, the Toy Chica and Abby bonding was pretty cool, and thanks to the ejecting the security code override and them being free, like I said, it leads all the animatronics to have outdoor area stuff. And I guess that's really where I'll end at, because I can't, if I keep trying to talk about it, but I somehow just can't find words to without trying to jump to other areas. So yeah, moving on. And I guess I'll move on to Vanessa, because she fucking goes through it throughout this movie. Like, literally, Mike was the one who was going through it in the first movie with all the dream sequences and stuff, and trying to figure out what happened to Garrett. This time it's Vanessa, I guess, trying to cope with her family, and it's really hard for her to do that, because her family's tied with the animatronics, and we even have a dream sequence with Vanessa in her old house with William Afton, practically berating her, saying that she'll always that William will always be a part of her. In which, honestly, that kind of is stuck through throughout this movie, because kind of, I mean, he doesn't do it too much, but he's basically a shadow in her, basically just a shadow to her. He follows everywhere she goes, which had some interesting moments, but that's really it. I'll get back to Vanessa when I talk about the ending, because there's a massive thing that happens to her in the ending as well. Let's see, anything else that I can think of? See, we finally got to see Henry Emily, which I really liked, and it's fucking Skeet Ulrich. Literally the craziest duo ever, because Lillard and Ulrich, those are like that. They're like fucking. They're such an iconic duo in horror, and seeing them be in FNAF 2. So coming from someone who's not really a Scream, who doesn't really indulge in like the horror movie, the old classic horror movies, it's really sick to see two actors from a movie that was made, I'm pretty sure 30 years ago, still be butt buddies to this day. And now being in a video game horror movie, even better. Water. See, there was another thing that I will say. There was actually another sequence that was pretty. There were a few sequences actually. But one of the things that I actually did appreciate was that there was a bit more gore included in here. Though a lot of it wasn't. There wasn't a lot of blood on screen, but there was deaths, of course. Some of them were. I'm not. Some of them. No. Let me rephrase, but there was definitely a lot more blood included in this one, giving it the PG-13 rating. And some of the deaths were pretty freaking good. One of which, I think the biggest kill that I guess points out to me was the one that Toy Chica pulled off onto. Once again, here's me going from one thing to another, but one of the biggest thing between Toy Chica and Abby was her going to a science fair showing off an animatronic. And she was getting belittled by her teacher, who was I forgot what his name was, but all I know is that he's acted by the guy who voiced Al McWiggin in Toy Story 2. Who, by the way, did a really nice job as being a dickhead teacher. And he kind of fucks over Abby's original project, and soon enough she brings Toy Chica as her project, which the teacher gets really upset about, and that leads to Toy Chica killing him. And it was a pretty brutal fashion, honestly, because she literally just squeezes his head and pops it, which, ugh. And we do get to see some of the blood from it too, which even more grotesque too. And yeah, that's I think that was like the last really notable death. I think that's the last notable death in the movie, though, by the way. The other notable deaths were this film crew who were part of a show called the Spectacular Scoop or the Spectral Scoop. I don't remember. It's something spooky. It was like Spooky Scoop something. But they decided to go in and record an episode on the first Fazbear Family Diner. And they were actually greeted by a very peculiar individual. That being one Michael Afton. Which, yeah, we officially get Michael Afton debuted in this movie as well, and he pretty much leads these filmers into a death trap, basically. Where one gets choked, I'm pretty sure one gets choked out by a puppet. One gets literally consumed by a bunch of balloon boys like piranhas. And the other one gets practically choked to death by Mangle. And all that was yeah, honestly it was a pretty well thought out sequence. That's really all I gotta say about that. Let's see, another smaller thing that I liked about the movie, Corey Kenshin is back. Corey Kenshin reprised his role as a taxi driver, which I was very happy about. I heard Abby said, "I have another idea on how to get over to the Science Center," and I thought they're gonna call the taxi with Corey in it, and I just chanted internally, "Corey, Corey, Corey!" And lo and behold, Corey fucking showed up, and the crowd cheered for it, which I was very happy about because Corey deserves all the love he gets. I would say he might be flawed, but honestly, he did talk about his flaws this year in his "I'm Just a Regular Guy" vid, which genuinely is such a good response video. It's literally says his fan base, stop blazing him in every single aspect. He points out his imperfectness and what he's really done behind the scenes, which is common stuff that a lot of people would usually do. Back to FNAF 2. Another big thing that I gotta talk about is the acting. I want to talk about the acting because everyone did a fine job, but I want to really talk about the animatronics because they had the wildest cast for the animatronics. Mainly Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica, because as we all knew who they were going in, but Kellen Goff being Toy Freddy was honestly expected, and a much different voice, and he had a very much different voice from what I was expecting. Like, I was going in with something for the thought of Ultimate Custom Night Toy Freddy, but the Toy Freddy voice that we got was, I did like it, but it was still it was still an interesting thing. Then there was Matt Pat as Toy Bonnie, which, actually, going back, Toy Freddy and Bonnie did not have a lot of dialogue in the movie, to be honest, but Kellen did a nice job. Matt Pat as Toy Bonnie, I genuinely don't know how to feel about, because it's like, I think it's the fact that I can't look past the fact that it's Matthew Patrick, the game theorist, voicing him, and he had a cameo role in the first movie as a waiter but if I didn't know who Matt Pat was before all this, I think I would have been fine with Toy Bonnie, but if I try and subtract it, I honestly think it's a fitting voice in hell. Compared to, because thinking about some other, maybe, I wonder if he did have inspiration of, like, fan animations, like, of Toy Bonnie voice going in with it. Because he did kind of sound like a fan animation version of Toy Bonnie, which isn't really a bad thing, but it's just interesting food for thought to me. And then that all leads down to Toy Chica with Megan Fox voicing her, which I was insanely skeptical about, because the last time Megan Fox had a voice role in a video game, it was really bad. It was AKA, let me see, what was her last? Let me look her up on IMDb. Megan Fox. I wonder what even is she most known for? She was Michaela. The Transformers thing. She was Jennifer's Body. She was in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles April 2 movies. Yeah, I think the last big thing that she voiced in was the last big video game voice that she had was Natara, which honestly was probably was probably one of the worst video game roles ever. She did not have she barely had good deliveries on her lines, but in FNAF 2, she was actually pleasantly good. honestly, I think it was the fact that I think what truly made me realize about this with about Megan Fox is I think it was just the characters. It's just dependent on the characters she voiced. Like Natara is a she's basically a vampire bat from a world that gets killed by sunlight, like all vampires. But she gets past that and basically gets to. She's in a gruesome world where combat is practically the only way to survive. And the voice that she puts on for it does not service at all. But this is a much different setting with Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and as I said, honestly, she did a nice job. And actually, I enjoyed Troy Chica's voices because once again, I actually felt like she fit the role, and like kudos to Megan Fox, Kellen, and Matt. I think they all did a serviceable job voicing their characters. Now, I think that's really all I want to talk about for the good portions, because now I want to get on to some things that I have. Oh, I forgot to mention there's two more things I want to talk about, and those were two. There were two other animatronics that I didn't bring up yet, and these two, which Emma Temmie said, I saw a thing saying that that fans were gonna freak out in the best way over one of the animatronics, and I'm pretty sure she was referring to either one of these two. So I talked about Vanessa having a dream where she was in her old house with all the other Aftons. And during the sequence, we see a full-fledged fucking animatronic of Circus Baby. And it was only, granted it was only for a few seconds, but we literally saw Circus Baby in the fucking movie. Which, holy shit. It wasn't even like a prototype or anything. It was a full animatronic of Circus Baby. Just for a few seconds scene in a dream sequence. Like, if that doesn't show the dedication that they had to try to, sure, the movie's not perfect, sure, but but to say they didn't have dedication was be a lie, because they would not have if they didn't care, they would not have gone out of their way to make a full-fledged Circus Baby model for a flashback. I know I said that many times, but still. Anyways. The last animatronic is the something that I gotta say, honestly kind of expected, but so this last animatronic shows up in the end, in the post-credit sequence, which by the way, that's another thing as well. The post-credits, the credits, the movie credits had "It's Been So Long" by Living Tombstone play, and honestly, it was kind of to be expected, but I couldn't lie when I say I got excited to see it happen. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. Hell, we got Living Tombstone's first Five Nights at Freddy's song in the first movie, so it was only fair we would get "It's Been So Long" for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And then after, it doesn't play we actually don't get the entire song this time around, but we get we get up to the first chorus, and then the and after that, the post-credit sequence plays where we get a bunch of people trying to make a horror attraction based off Freddy's. Very familiar right now. And soon enough, they find the hidden room, and then they find Springtrap, in which the post-credit sequence pans the camera to the right, revealing Springtrap covered in tarp, and his left eye activates. And that's the post-credit sequence. So sure you could chalk it up to sequel bait, but oh my god, Springtrap and we are no matter what, the third Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is definitely confirmed. And Springtrap and post credits scene practically did confirm. Which I am I definitely am excited to see it, but I'm just hoping that FNAF 3 will just blow all expectations out of the water. But that's all the good stuff that I really have to say. But there's time for what I really didn't like about the movie, which there's really two big things. One of which is the underutilization of. I know I praise some of the animatronics, but some of them were so underutilized. The biggest one being the withered animatronics. We only see them in Mike Schmidt's office sequence, and someone actually chalked it up to them only having 2 minutes around under 3 minutes of screen time, which is really sad. Because they had so much good effort put into him, only for him to be used so little time. And you know what? I just remembered something. I'm gonna go back to the good part of what I was talking about with the voice roles and stuff. There was someone that actually shocked me that I saw to be a part of this movie. And let me see. I'm not sure if it's known as IMDb, but the Fast Talker is okay, they didn't put it on his IMDb yet, but but the Fast Talker is voiced by Jordan Reynolds, aka the voice of Adam Warlock in Marvel Rivals. And that shocked me. And genuinely, it made me so happy to see Jordan Reynolds get to work on this movie, because considering what he pulled off with Adam, it genuinely made, like, there was so much more potential with him, and him being able to have another work on FNAF 2 made me really happy to see. It's always really nice to see voice actors like him get their flowers, and let me tell you something, he did a really nice job with the Fast Talker. All right, back to the bad stuff. So let me go ahead and say it back to. So yeah, the withered animatronics were definitely underutilized, which I really am upset about. Another thing that I gotta talk about, I think this is actually one of the biggest things too, is that honestly, none of the jump scares really got me. There were a couple that made me flinch a little bit, but there was no true jump scare that I can think of that really stood out. Now, I went to watch this with Moth, and he said the only jump scare that got him was one that really wasn't really like horror based. Like, all the jump scares in the movie kind of was trying to rely on noise stings to get you. Because like if like there were no noise stings, they wouldn't jump scares and noise stings are technically they technically go hand in hand, but it was definitely none of them really got me. And that's a few things to talk about of problems. And another problem, honestly, it's kind of with Michael, because of how oddly utilized he was. Because I mean, I did like the sequence with him with the film crew getting absolutely brutalized and mutilated and possessed, because one big thing that I didn't really talk about was the puppet literally being able to possess people. Like, literally if I'm correct, they literally go inside them, which is fucking disgusting, but honestly really fucking cool at the same time. And in doing so, oh my god. that shit's gross, dude. But back to the Michael, which is the second scene. The other scene that he was in was the ending, which Michael was such a such a corny comic book villain with this dialogue. It was so stupid. Like, what was bro even thinking? What was bro even talking about when he was saying that monologue? And it was obvious that he practically had full control over the toy animatronics, but yeah. He did get his ass clocked in the end though, so I guess that's cool. Speaking of the end, this is my biggest problem. And honestly, this is why I deemed the first movie to be better than the second one, because the ending for this movie was honestly one of the biggest what the fuck moments I've ever seen in a movie. Because what happens is as soon as Mike, Vanessa, and Abby are practically gonna get killed, somehow, some way. And this can only probably mean a sequel. This probably only happened because before Mike went to the old restaurant to ask the souls of the original trapped animatronics for help, which she was like literally praying to see if they can get, which I'm pretty sure that response worked, because the animatronics from FNAF 1 came in to Mike's house and killed all the other threats, which was like the corniest, stupidest thing the most corniest, out of pocket way for everything to be resolved, but it was also kind of cool, I can't lie, but that's my biggest problem with it. It's such a what the fuck moment for this movie, which it made zero sense. Like, in the first movie, we successfully made the animatronics realize who the real villain was, with William Afton literally killing them all and stuffing their bodies inside the fucking robots. And it resulted in him getting spring locked and then getting stuck inside getting stuck inside the hidden room for literally only a year, which in that year he literally rotted away enough to become the Springtrap design, which is very interesting. But back on this topic, so after that happens, Mike pretty much tells off Vanessa and literally just saying to never fucking see us again, which practically leaves Vanessa at the lowest point in the movie. And the movie ends with Vanessa getting taken over by the puppet and practically accepting it. And then, like, as soon as like the makeup comes on, because literally whenever anyone gets possessed by the puppet, like they literally get all the attributes to it, like the makeup, the black noodle arms. This happened when Abby got possessed, by the way, but it was fucking creepy. So yeah, the movie literally ends with Vanessa getting possessed by the puppet, which pretty much means that Vanessa is gonna be a big villain in the third movie, along with Springtrap, Afton, and most likely Michael. So they got a lot to answer for in the third movie, which is gonna be pretty far away. I'm not gonna lie, but in the end, I did enjoy my time with the movie, but it's insanely flawed. And as I said, I genuinely think I prefer the first movie over the second one, but that doesn't mean I didn't like the first movie. I did have a good time with it, but I'd probably rate it like a 6.5 or 7 out of 10 probably. So I'm not really sure if I can really give it a number rating. Same with the first movie, because when I actually listened to Fiznall review the movie, and it was actually really crazy to see him say he liked it, because I genuinely can't tell what Fiznall's point of view on FNAF anymore, ever since he got bastardized from the community during the Ruin era. But yeah, I guess just whatever happens now, I'm just hoping that FNAF 3 absolutely blows the other two out of the water, and becomes like the best movie in the franchise. And whatever happens, I just hope that they end it off with FNAF 3, because like I know FNAF does have a lot of titles in it, and it is an overloaded series, but like they gotta end the movies. They gotta end this kind of stuff somewhere. Hell, I was perfectly I mean, I was kind of no with the Sonic franchise. I was content with it ending on the third, but there is a fourth movie. They pretty much confirmed a fourth movie, so. But I digress. And I will say, I think a third movie is confirmed at this point, because as I said, the ending in the post-credit scenes, Vanessa gets possessed by the puppet, and Springtrap is confirmed, and the Fazbear Fright guys did find Springtrap, so it's practically confirmed the sequel's happening. And not only that, but FNAF 2 has officially made its money back and then some. Let me see. Yeah, the video game grossed an estimated 63 million right now. So, like, and the budget for the movie was 36 million. So they practically are. So through the weekend alone, they already doubled up their budget. So only question is, will it outdo the other? I wonder if it'll outdo Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Five Nights at Freddy's 1's official grossing was nearly $300 million, which was deserving, because as I said, I really love Five Nights at Freddy's 1. And honestly, considering that it's 63 million opening weekends, I think it'll probably there's a pretty high chance that it might actually outgrow FNAF 1. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, honestly, so in the end, I'm not so I do want to give a massive kudos to Blumhouse though for successfully pulling off a sequel to FNAF, which though is it flawed? Absolutely. But what did I have a good time with it? Definitely. So yeah, good luck on. So yeah, to everyone who's gonna inevitably work on FNAF 3, I wish you all good luck. And one thing that I really wish will be taken in consideration is all the criticism that, like, at this point, once again, the FNAF 2 was for the fans. But I am hoping that the fans will be able to have a loud enough voice for Scott and Emma Tammy to like listen to, and actually be able to actually try and make the best FNAF 3 movie possible, because once again, both first two were definitely flawed. The third movie's probably gonna be flawed, but if we give them enough guidance, we can probably make it the least flawed movie out of the three. So yeah, try your absolute hardest to convince Scott and Emma to try and like basically just give them guidance to make the best movie possible when the time comes. And yeah, that concludes my FNAF 2 review, my horribly made FNAF 2 review, because I didn't really have any notes about any of this. I probably should have written some down. But with that, I will go ahead and... Hell, honestly, another thing, one of the biggest things that I actually would like to talk about with FNAF 2, despite all the bad stuff I talked about, nothing was as bad as the audience I had to watch it with. Dude, holy shit, the audience I watched it with was fucking atrocious. Because most of the time there was so much there was a good amount of heckling throughout, which was genuinely annoying. Most of it was when Toy Cheek was on screen, where biggest thing was someone fucking fake jacking off, just making a large clapping noise, which was, holy shit, so fucking annoying. And like there was a lot of people trying to tell him to shut up. Like I was genuinely scared that like the movie was gonna be stopped midway, and they would have to kick some people out, which thankfully didn't happen. But it would have been much better if I didn't have that feeling of, oh god, what if someone gets kicked out? And not only that, but I mean, there was some unnecessary cheering here and there. But when the times they did cheer, I was along with them. Like Corey Kenshin in the taxi cab, I was excited. The opening credit sequence, the ending with Living Tombstone, and then the Springtrap reveal. I was like, oh. So yeah, I'm just spoiling it, but yeah, overall the audience was annoying. Hell, honestly, when I went to watch a Minecraft movie, the audience was much more mature. I had a much more mature audience during a Minecraft movie, and there was mostly kids there. So that just comes to show you how people who are like in middle school, high school really mature. But I will say this, I'd much rather watch FNAF 2 than a Minecraft movie. I was conflicted on a Minecraft movie when I exited because there was some good stuff, but a lot of bad. But yeah, I think I've come to a conclusion. Minecraft movie is dog shit. And I know there is a sequel confirmed, and I am not going to watch the sequel. Like we've let the fun be had with the first movie. You know, chicken jockey, all that garbage, but in all seriousness, I cannot, I refuse to hate watch. I mean, I kind of went in first Minecraft movie to kind of hate watch it, but I literally am gonna evade the sequel because I genuinely refuse I really don't want Minecraft movie to be like a recurring movie thing. And as much as I hate to say it, that's probably gonna happen. But yeah, that's enough about movies. So that was basically my entire Saturday, I guess. So Sunday, which was it was a bit of a loaded Sunday, I gotta say. And started off in the morning with me making a cake again, which honestly went a lot, didn't go as well as the first time I did it, but I still came out with a good product. Only problem was that I had no eggs in the house whenever I was making it, so I had to order more to get dropped off at my house because I really wasn't in the mood to go drive out and grab some. But I got them. I actually had more hiccups than I did the first time making, but I did have proper guidance when making it, so I tried making it. I didn't have a lot of guidance this time, but yeah, I made a nice cake in the end. Practically ate almost all of it. I'm that much of a glutton for shit like that. I have an insanely horrible diet, I know. But the biggest event for me yesterday was as much as I really hate working at my current place of employment right now. Yes, last night was the official the official Christmas party, which it was casino based again, which I had a really fun time with last night. Which I so there were slot machines and then there was gambling and food. And it was no and it wasn't money. It wasn't money. It was real money too. It was fake money, which I literally spent my first I pretty much spent 2 hours. It starts at 7 and ends at 10 to get the casino stuff, but I started off with the slot machines in which I remember from last year that I won you'd win $100 voucher if you got a jackpot, which basically I locked in to try and get a bunch of jackpots, which I got 4 this time around. I got one. I successfully got one legit. I got one weirdly legit. I got two. The second one was another one, and then the third one was literally around the time where dinner finished. The food was done. I was gonna go get ready to eat, but I kept going, and literally the final spin that I had before I was gonna go eat, I got another jackpot. And that was 3, and I had 3 jackpots at this point, so that was an extra 300 vouchers that I could use on whatever. And then I went back there and I got one more jackpot, and soon enough I decided to go actually play some of the poker games, which honestly was short-lived because I was genuinely so focused on the slot machines. But I played some blackjack and actually did pretty well there, and then I did Texas Hold'em and did not so well. But in the end, but what truly helped me out was my $400 in vouchers from the jackpots that I got on the slot machine. And it actually helped me in the end. It gives you get there's a raffle thing that happens with a bunch of funny prizes and stuff like that, which I decided to vote all my tickets into one, which was $75 for Dave and Buster's Arcade. And I won it. I actually got the prize. Mainly because there wasn't a lot of people who put tickets in there, so I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna put all my tickets in here because I do enjoy arcades, and there is a Dave and Buster's near me now, so why not put my hard-earned tickets in there? And yeah, I'm very happy that I won it because last year I didn't win anything. But yeah, I had a really nice time. Gonna be honest, I don't really enjoy a lot of my coworkers. Honestly, but I think that's just me getting mentally tired of being like I genuinely can't. I'm genuinely getting so sick of working there. Like I genuinely don't think I can do another year working there. It's really that bad. Like the only reason why I'm staying because if I leave, I practically have no money. I don't like the only reason why I'm staying here is because of cash flow. That's literally it. I don't know. Hell, and honestly, it's also affected my sleeping schedule as well. Because when I got home, I worked from 6 to 10 today. I got home, had a shower, and practically took me an hour. I went to go take a nap. I literally fell asleep for 5 hours. I'm like, I went to bed at like around 11:30 ish last night too. So that was practically 10. It was practically like work was practically an interruption from like a 4-hour interruption from my normal sleep cycle, which is bad. I'm sure you can tell. But yeah. Alright, before I continue on to the last thing that I want to talk about, which it's probably going to be the most controversial thing I talk about, but I'm going to go from the water, so give me a minute. I'll be back. BRB. Alright, I got my water refilled because. Alright, so this portion is probably. I hate to say it, but it's probably going to be my most controversial part, most controversial part of my rambling because what I'm about to talk about is something that's, for some reason. Hi, welcome back. You just missed my recap of my weekend, but I'm about to talk about something that happened over the weekend that has sparked so much controversy, and that would be Cutie Cinderella's Streamer Awards, which I didn't watch it because I literally, if I'm correct, I think it started around the time I was watching FNAF 2, and after that I was practically just played Black Ops 7 Endgame and then just went to bed. So I woke up to see all the winners, and wow. And I've literally been watched either. I don't care. That's valid, and I gotta talk about it because there is something that's sparking so much controversy right now for all the right reasons, and it's genuinely crazy how this is literally something that shouldn't even happen, and that would be the VTuber award that was handed out this year, in which the VTuber award was handed to someone who does not claim them, who's literally said that they don't like to be called a VTuber and openly hates on the VTuber community, and that man is and that thing, dare I say, was the Burt Peanut, who also won Best FPS Streamer of the Night, which honestly I'm not gonna hold Peanut that accountable for that, but literally a person who doesn't claim himself to be a VTuber won an award about VTubers, and literally all the other VTubers who were nominated are literally congratulating him. Like, this guy is like, they're literally letting this guy walk all over them, which is genuinely so disappointing to see, because and then literally Iron Mouse tweets out me cringing at everyone disagreeing with the Burn Peanut twin, which they literally have a right to, because one of the biggest reasons why I want to talk about this was because another thing that he said is that he wanted to win it just to piss off the VTubing scene. He did not win the award because of being a VTuber or anything like that. He wanted to win because of malice and spite to the community, and he got exactly that and then some, unfortunately. And not only that, but there was a lot of other stuff that everyone just cringed at. Like, a lot of people cringed at the jokes that Cutie said, which I don't really know a lot of them, but I would know there was one about about fat shaming queso, which honestly at this point the fat shaming queso was kind of just old. Oh, here it is. Oh, I just found it. Cutie Cinderella tries to joke about queso with the streamer. I want to congratulate Kai for reaching over 1 million subs. He just barely beat out Queso, who could only eat 900,000 subs. Literal joke from that one, by the way. Literally all that hard work, only for it to be a joke or not. This is genuinely so bad. And then there was something else that people brought up whenever, etc. Like, there was a. Let me see if I can try and find it. It was a etc. post talking about Cutie with streaming and stuff like that, and how Cutie believes that streaming is a hard thing. Yeah, here it is. 2 days ago, Cutie Cinderella says she would have been a happier person if she never became a streamer. And as it's quoted there, here, the biggest thing I wish I could do, if I went back and was able to whisper in my ear, I would say, don't do it. literally, dude, literally streaming is probably one of the easiest careers you can choose. It's literally, like, honestly, streaming is literally a casino because you gotta get lucky with a bunch of stuff, honestly, but if you luck out, you practically have the easiest career path you can ever choose. And this is coming from someone who just talked about having a dead-end job working opening shifts, and like I've worked opening shifts and closing shifts at this point. I work closing shifts at a seafood restaurant, and I've worked opening shifts at a retail, and I'm currently working on opening shifts at a retail store. Shut up. Like, if I had it, I would rather do this for a living all day, every day, than work in those environments. Like, but here's the thing, both of them were heavily revolved outside, because the restaurant that I worked at was a bit more of an outside restaurant, so I had to deal with a lot of summer heat, which was really bad. And then at the retail store, my main area of work is the parking lot, which I have to keep mint condition, which is the most prone to weather conditions. So I literally have to endure cold weathers and blistering heats just to make sure that this lot stays clean to the store's standards, which is not pretty. Like, I genuinely would like to see Cutie Cinderella try and work from 6 a.m. to fucking 12 p.m. doing what I do and see how they like it. And considering that I've nearly been doing it for 2 years now, I can guarantee you they probably would regret saying that. And hell, there's definitely some big streamers out there who still have an actual job. Like, hell, there's some VTubers who who do have an actual job. I mean, Saif Sasahan Shasab literally has a job of doing voice acting, so like he still, like, no matter what, he still has a job to do along with streaming. I know Lonnie from Grayscaling's Cinematic Universe works at a job. Well, same with Plum too. Like, those two, like Grayscaling's girlies have jobs. Like, I do have one. As I said, it's doing really bad numbers for me right now. But no matter what, I'm literally working while I'm also being willing to stream. Let's see, let me think of. I think those are the only ones I can think of right now. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Porcelain Maid does have a job, but I don't remember 100%. I don't really follow Porcelain Maid too much. But yeah, in the end, Streamer Awards was actually pathetic. And honestly, considering what happened, considering that last year's Streamer Awards, literally one of the nominations was one involving the Aiden Ross Donald Trump collaboration stream. I think like that shit genuinely made me lose respect for the Streamer Awards. But considering what I've heard this year, I think Beauty should just not do another one because of how atrocious this year seemed to be. I mean, she'll probably upload the Streamer Awards VOD, like an edited down version of the entire broadcast to YouTube. I'll probably skim through it and watch it. But if that does happen, I'll definitely skim through it and I'll give you my thoughts on everything. But yeah, Streamer Awards is Cutie Cinderella Streamer Awards become more and more of a joke every year, unfortunately. It started out as something really cool. Honestly, the first year was probably the best one. Sure, a lot of the winners still didn't age well. And honestly, it's still gonna keep going like that, but that was just something out of passion. And honestly, it kind of grew more I don't want to say it grew corporate, but it kind of went down a path of just going corporate without any life. So yeah, like unfunny jokes, literally just oppressing the VTubing community, which honestly, and now like literally the biggest VTuber and one of the biggest streamers who is a VTuber, pretty much accepting burnt, literally someone who doesn't claim themselves to be a VTuber, winning the VTuber award. Literally now everyone's gonna practically see VTubing as a joke. Oh, like if I was one of the nominees, I would have lost. You bet, like, and I lost to someone who wouldn't call a VTuber. You better call, like, literally, like, you better call the FBI on me, because I guarantee you that I would not. I would be inciting a riot first thing if I were one of the nominees. So yeah. Even then, VTubers had always had a bad track record of winning other categories. In ones that, like, Rose Doodle was nominated in like creative arts category. She lost that, unfortunately, which I'm gonna be honest, she should have won that one. But hell, like, VTubing as a whole this year was just an absolute hellscape. Like, as I said, the Cinder dilemma, Vicho just shutting down, Cinder returning and literally getting pretty much, I won't, like, if Cinder, like, once again, just a reminder to everyone, if Cinder has no haters, I'm dead. And now we have this. And now we have someone who isn't even a VTuber who doesn't claim himself to be a VTuber, winning the award. And that doesn't even end there for the Burnt Peanut, because people trudged up other clips and like just other stuff of him just being him saying some unsavory stuff. Like, there's a video of him using the queer slur. That's not a good way to put it, but there's a clip of him saying the LGBTQ slur. I actually did watch it, but it seemed like he regretted it saying it. But honestly, I kind of view it as a catch-22, because the way he reacted to it it was honestly like a, oh shit, I just got caught saying this word. Like, it's like the way he reacted makes me think he probably says it normally. I don't know. I'm not sure. Like, this is a crack shot theory, but just the way he reacted was a very concerning thing. And not only that, but his Twitch chat is also just just fucking vile as well. I've like seen I'm not sure if I can find it, but there was like a small, like, someone put together a bunch of images of his chat just being disgusting. This was also through testimony, but apparently during the Sapphire Award, his chat just said a lot of misogyny and stuff like that. Like, in the end, like, this guy, I don't think the Burnt Peanut's really a good person. And he's practically getting away with being a dickhead to the VTubing community. And he pretty much stole an award that was specifically for them. Only, like, the Peanut only has like funny commentary videos, and like I watched one clip and I was like, brother, what did I watch? I was not entertained in the slightest. I'm not the biggest fan of loud high energy streams, which I do have a few of those at times, but honestly, it's kind of I'm kind of a mix of both high energy and low energy. I think I'm not 100% sure. Feel free to prove me wrong if I'm like high energy all the time or low energy all the time, but it's yeah, it's just this whole cute streamer award stuff is just fucked. And honestly, I'm on the side of this was just a horrible event. And without a doubt, probably one of the worst streamer awards. You know, as I said, last year had as I stated, the aforementioned fucking shittiest president of the United States nominated in it. Well, what do I know? I'm literally small. I am the size of a fucking ant compared to some other people, so, yeah. Anyways, that's enough of me rambling on about stuff. Black Ops 7 campaign sucks. I had a nice time. FNAF 2 was definitely an interesting movie, and Burnt Peanut was and Burnt Peanut does not deserve the VTuber award. I won't argue too much about the FPS award because that was definitely a bit more of a variety one. So, but yeah, him winning the VTuber award is definitely something that should not have happened. All right, but yeah, that's enough. That's the ramblings part of my. Oh, time for a bit of Roblox now. And there was a game that I saw Rogert play, which was this game here, and I gotta try it because there's a very big mod going on around right now where instead of the neighbor guy, it's Fredbear, and it's the Fredbear from those nights at Fredbear's, which just moves at insanely fast paces, and I want to see it for myself. There he is. It's genuinely crazy how those nights at Fredbear's gave such an iconic Fredbear. And it's literally just due to the fact that he runs like fucking that he runs 10 marathons just to kill you. Yeah. I have not played Hello Neighbor at all either. Act 1. Press up to shout for Fredbear. Oh my god. What? Oh, that's the house. Oh my god. Oh, there he is. Oh! Wow, oh my god! Fuck that. I don't even have my own house to go in. So, how do I even play this? Yes! Oh my god! What? How am I even... I don't even know what the goal of this game is anyway. Now let me turn the volume up a little bit. Okay, let me do it again. What? He does it and then stop. I don't even know if I want to go in there, dude. This is... I'm literally dealing with the devil right Bro! He's not even moving in there! This is the fucking footstep! Is he? Am I lagging? I don't know if it's because I'm lagging or not, but. I'm not staying here for this, bro. Fuck that. Oh my god. I don't even know where he is, dude. Oh! Oh god, I didn't think he would be right there. Is he stuck? Oh! Oh my god! He's not even moving! What the? Oh, crouching doesn't exist. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh my god, I'm out. Why is he so glitched out? Oh, hell no. Did Fredbear just die? Oh, he's right there! Magnet gun? What the hell am I supposed to do with this? Well, I guess I don't need that anymore. Actually, if I can just... That's locked. Oh, the window breaking dummy makes this a lot easier to do. What? He fucking... What? How did he clip through the fucking house? press a button. What? What? He wasn't. There was no indication he was coming after me, though. Oh, that's a listening chair. I gotta figure out the key, the use for this magnet key. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm lagging out, but
Hey!
let's see if I just go up here.
Hey! Hey!
I love how I practically touch these with a, I could. Oh shit! I genuinely. Okay, I gotta figure out what to do with this magnet gun. Alright, just casually just get the fuck out successfully, alright.
Hey! Hey!
Okay, he's literally. Oh wait, I think I know what to do with this thing now. Okay, this is what I was expecting, but definitely helps out. Oh, this is how I get this. So, what did this do for me? Except just get me up to an area where I can. Oh, okay, nothing I can open. Oh, here it is. Just take me to the basement of Fredbear. Oh, I think it do.
Hey!
Oh,
Hey!
is Fredbear even down here, or is he still in his room? Well, that's from the actual game. Alright, I'm gonna assume that that was conclusion of Act 1. So, that was weird, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it was cool, but I freaking. My biggest problem was that it didn't work a lot of the time. So, Yeah, I kind of wish there was a little bit more going on. I kind of wish the AI was a bit better. I guess I'll check out Act 2 now. Not really sure how this one's gonna work, but alright, starting with here now. And I appear to be barricaded from exiting this time.
Hey!
Oh! Oh my god! I'm literally just in the house again, but it's not a lot of freedom this time. I gotta see something.
Hey!
Oh. Holy shit! Ah! Fuck. What? I don't care what you. I don't say what you will, but that thing, but something like that just fucking running at you at high velocity will always be scary. What the fuck?
Hey!
So yeah, it's clear that Fredbear got a coding reset. Did I literally just do the same thing I did last in Act 1?
Hey!
There he is. What? Oh, it's probably because he went through the.
Hey!
Oh my god. Oh my god. And then he's got. Oh my god.
Hey!
Why do I keep pressing F? Like- Okay, now we bust her. No, it's over! Oh my god. He's not in there yet.
Hey!
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Hey!
Oh, I think I broke him. Never mind! Close the fucking door. Well, I can't go down. Oh. Oh. Ah! Get the fuck away from me. And that was Act 2. Alright. Is Act 3 just gonna be the same thing? Looking to be the same as Act 1 as Act 2 right now. Oh, never mind. There's actually a lot more this time.
Hey, it's
Oh my god, I just realized what the fucking sound effect is. Hey, it's me, Goku! Oh!
hey.
What the fuck? Oh my god! Get it, get it, get it, grab it. Get the key! Go, 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 go! No! What the fuck? Why did I go through? What the? Oh my god, bro! Oh my god, bro! Alright, the car key is useless now. Oh my god. Okay. We need to climb higher than ever before. Got it?
Hey.
Found that yellow key. Holy crap, there's actually a cart ride here. That's so cool, actually. It doesn't work. It barely functions, though. Okay. Alright, looks like I need to go a little slower. There we go.
Hey.
Yay, that was fun.
Hey.
Oh, there he is. Dude! What the fuck? No, 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 no. Wait, 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 wait. shit! Oh, that was it. So that was the game. Alright. Well, I guess I beat the game. Oh shit, there actually is those Knights of Fred Bear. I gotta see what Nightmare Mode is. What Nightmare Mode looks like, though. I'll do it for Act. I'll just check out Act 1 Nightmare Mode. And then I guess I'll try like a multiplayer thing with those Knights of Fred Bears. I see why it's called Nightmare Mode.
Hey!
Why didn't he come?
Hey!
Bro? What?
Hey! Hey!
Oh shit. Go, 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 go! No, 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 no! Wait, 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 wait! Wait, 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 wait! No! Oh! Uh, Magnet gun. Oh! Oh my god. Bro. Going. Oh my god. What the fuck? Bro, people say this shit ain't scary. Bro, it is. What the fuck you on about? Honestly, most of the time it's like, it's fucking, it's same energy as Punishers. Wait, 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 wait! Anyway.
Hey!
Why is this code actually so fucking functional? Oh my god.
Hey!
Oh, it's like a broke. Never mind! Never mind. Oh, fuck. Come on!
Hey!
Fuck! Oh, he despawned. Cool.
Hey!
Dude, if Fredbear was actually down here, I would be shitting my pants. Okay, beat an act on name mode. Alright, now I actually want to see. Let me check out those names of Fredbear. Whoa. Only 4K. There's Spring Bonnie. Guess Fredbear is inside the office. Oh no, that's Fredbear. Okay, so what's the animatronic in there then? I'm just gonna hide in here, bro. Fuck it. This is literally what I'd be doing if I was in their shoes. Do the animatronics even do anything interesting? What? I'm gonna... Wait, do they not even kill you? Okay, it's actually kind of disappointing. Like, they gotta do something, right? Also, why is there just a green haze of fog? It's just looking like someone ripping ass like a fart void out here. Excuse me. Wait, the animatronic moved. I heard a death too. Like someone's fighting with me. So, do you actually move or... Well, like, while I wait for them to move, I'm just gonna look at other stuff for now. I guess I can give you guys a status update, but... once again, a little context. 1 month ago, my cat Weston was diagnosed with diabetes. And we were given a prescription of a pill to give him once a day, moving forward for practically the rest of his life. And we gotta feed him to, well, make sure he actually stays, literally doesn't die on us, because if he does not get this pill, he will die. But it's been really rocky getting it into him, but I am fortunate to say that Weston is doing really great right now. All of his vitals are actually looking really good compared to when we first brought him in to get the checkup, and especially confirm that it was diabetes that he had. Anyways, so yeah, I should probably be posting more, do more Western posting, and I should really be showing my cats more in my chat, my server. But yeah, I feel man. I'm gonna give these guys 5 more minutes. If I don't see them, if it's 9:35 and I don't see the end, and if I don't see one of these two move, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave. Everyone's getting in my way. This is sad. Literally just a bunch of dingy animatronics in a liminal space. Also, I'm pretty sure this is just the FNAF 1 setup right here, so... Yeah, like, what the hell is going on? Honestly, I really talked about everything I want to talk about. You know what, maybe that should be a thing I normalize, where I just ramble my head off at the beginning so I get all this stuff out of the way I want to talk about out of the way. And then I can and then I go into, and then I jump into my game. Yeah. Maybe it's the thing that they don't move when if I'm looking at the cameras. No, there's a freaking T posing Nightmare Fredbear here. You look like something from back in the barnyard, dude. Oh my god. Can the door kill me? No, but it can click me through the... Ooh. Alright, development. I'm now inside the freaking floor and probably cannot be killed now. Alright, I'm moving on. This was boring. That was kind of boring. Let me actually... Okay, I'm gonna go back. Let me see the other side. Let me see the other game modes for this game. Do Hello Fredbear. Looks to be... Alright, looks to be just the game but multiplayer. Alright. Oh, no shouting. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna lag like a... Oh, I'm gonna be a lagging mess out here. Oh my god. What? Yeah, literally it's lag. Literally the lag makes it impossible to play this variation. I'm gonna think about it. Couldn't I have just gone up there this whole time? I am lagging a lot in this server. I don't... Oh my god, he's just discovered this area. Oh my god, dude, this is such an unplayable mess. Let me see if I can even try and escape. Oh, I can. Yeah, someone already practically solved the entire puzzle for this game. And I literally can't even exit because of this thing. Alright. Oh. You know, honestly, I think that's actually where I'm gonna go ahead and end tonight, honestly. I think this was a good stream to ease my way back in again. Yeah. And definitely a more interesting return, which honestly, I actually kind of enjoyed this kind of weird return where I just ramble my stupid ass off. I don't want to say yap. I'm not too much of a fan of yap. I like ramble sounds a lot better for me. I don't know, but yeah. I literally have nothing else to talk about. I'm just gonna go and end off now. I do have some good news though. I did manage to fix Rock of Ages 2 from not opening up, so I can officially continue my the Rock of Ages-thon. So expect that tomorrow. But with that, thank you guys so freaking much for coming. I'm gonna go raid Raylia because yeah. I'll see you all next time. Good night. Also, hopefully you guys don't mind the fact that I was absent for a good amount for the weekend.